Oh, wow. Huh. So, we got a bunch of snow last night. It's beautiful out here. Incredible, but so cold. Oh, it's good. All right, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another full day of eating. I'm Derek from Simnett Nutrition. Wow, my mouth is like frozen. It's so cold out here. Derek from Simnett Nutrition, and today I'm going to show you all the meals that I eat today, along with some of the activities that I do and a little bit of adventure. So you guys know the idea with these videos is to inspire, motivate you to eat healthier, a little bit more plant-based, get out there and explore nature a little bit more, and just live a healthier lifestyle. And for me, that always means getting active early in the day, and that's what I'm going to be doing here right now. And because the gyms are closed again here in British Columbia, I'm gonna be having an at-home workout because I do not want to let this make me become sedentary or lose my progress or even just take any steps back. So I am taking control and I'm gonna get this workout in. So before I do that, I'll tell you guys a little bit about my morning. Not much has happened. It's still pretty early in the morning, but pretty typical morning. Woke up, had a bunch of water, checked like my emails, went on the Facebook group, had some fruit. Today I started off with some kiwi and some mandarin oranges. I always like to have fruit first thing in the morning just because it's like so like fresh and hydrating. It tastes so good. And you know, you get that blast of vitamin C and antioxidants and everything, so it gives me some good energy. But speaking of energy, felt like I needed a little bit extra today, so I did make myself some coffee. And you guys know I'm a little bit sensitive to like caffeine, so I can't just like go totally willy-nilly with the amount of caffeine that I have. So what I do is I mix half decaf and half caffeinated grinds, and then I make the coffee like that, and I find it to be just perfect. It gets me, you know, going, gives me some good energy for the workout, but it doesn't make me like jittery and all weird and all that. So I have a bit of an on and off relationship with coffee, you guys know, but you know, I really enjoy it. It definitely does put me in a good mood. And you know, with these like cold winter months, it's really nice to have something to kind of think about when you wake up in the morning. Not that the rest of life isn't good enough, but coffee makes it a little bit better. But you guys will have to let me know, what are your thoughts on coffee? Like, do you guys have, you know, that kind of relationship on and off again, or you just hammer like 5 cups a day, or do you not have it at all? Is it not good for you? Let me know. All right. All right, so Crystal just got home, so she's actually gonna hold the camera for a second, thank you. She was kickboxing, right?
Yeah.
And that's allowed because kickboxing is considered a sport, but weightlifting and bodybuilding and like fitness in the gym isn't. Anyways, that's not what this video is about. So the cool thing about this is that the company that built it actually designed it to be a little bit low so that it fits underneath like an 8-foot ceiling, and then you still have room, you know, to poke your head above it to do pull-ups. So that's really cool because most of them are way too tall and wouldn't fit in here. And yeah, we've got like all the plates, you know, the perches here to put the bar so that if you're, you know, you want to do squats or bench press or whatever, you can do that. It's been really nice, and I'm absolutely so stoked to have all this here on hand. Feel really lucky to be able to have the space and all this equipment, but yeah, I better put it to good use. And let me tell you, you gotta keep moving when you're working out in the cold out here. Anyways, let's get this workout started. I gotta warm up. Alright, so just back in for my workout, and you guys know I usually like to have like a post-workout smoothie or smoothie bowl, but with it being like so cold outside, I'm just craving something warm. So I'm gonna make this amazing, naturally sweetened banana cinnamon walnut oatmeal. So let me show you guys how I make it. So this is going to be the liquid that I cook the oats in. It's a great way to naturally sweeten them, but also, you know, add a bunch of nutrition, bump up the calories, make it more delicious. So I'm starting with nice ripe banana, 1 pitted medjool date, and then a handful of walnuts. So you guys know that this is a great source of omega-3 fatty acids, and interestingly enough, walnuts are pretty much the only nut that is high in omega-3s, or ALA. So kind of a cool fun fact for you. Usually it's seeds that are high in that. And then a nice generous helping of cinnamon. Some water. And then, really simple, you just cook the oats in this. Alright, so here it is, and you can see it turned out like so nice and thick. I love my oatmeal like this. So I'm just gonna add a few slices of banana, some frozen strawberry. I definitely prefer fresh strawberry, but at this time of year, this is pretty much the only option, unless you want to pay like 10 bucks for a little bushel of strawberries. But the heat of the oats will thaw these out alright, and it'll taste good. So a few more walnuts on the top. I just found some frozen blueberries in the freezer too, so I think this will be nice on here as well. And then what I like to do with this liquid that's left over is like make some like protein, milk. Oh my gosh, Kitty. Yeah. So yeah, this is a new thing. She's discovered she could just like climb up us whenever she wants, and she has very sharp toes. What was I even saying? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, protein milk. Oh my gosh. So I just add a scoop of the vanilla Vivo Life vegan proteins, and then also just a scoop of creatine. All right, so it's all finished. Let me try it out, see how it is. I'm sure it's gonna be just amazing. Wow. It's so good, and that protein milk is just like the cherry on the top. I absolutely love the vanilla flavor in this. So good. So I know a lot of you guys know already, but I am an ambassador for Vivo Life, and I back their products 100%. Heavy metal tested, easy to digest, they taste great, all vegan lineup of supplements. So if you guys want to check them out, there's a link in the description box down below, Derek10 for 10% off on your first purchase. And I just threw it across the room. All right, so I'm gonna go sit down and enjoy the rest of this, and then I think I've got a little adventure planned for the rest of the day, but first I've got to make some food so I can take it with me, but I'll be showing you guys all that and bringing you along, so it should be a fun day. Thank you guys for joining me. Whoa. Yeah, it is so snowy. It's amazing.
I love the snow.
So, we've got Crystal with us, and that is why we came out here, because we wanted to enjoy the snow. So we're out here on a little bit of an adventure. We're gonna go check out the waterfalls, check out the river, and then come back here. And I think we're gonna go into that little kind of covered area there, and we're gonna have some soup that I made. And I'll show you guys how I made that, and it should be fun. So let's get marching. We gotta get some stuff first. So we've been here before with you guys. I've filmed a bunch of videos here, but it's obviously gonna look so different in the winter. So it's called Englishman River Falls. If anybody ever wants to look it up, it's about a 25-minute drive from our house, maybe 20 minutes, something like that. A little longer today because of the snow, but yeah, we're just coming up on the bridge now. All right, oh, gotta duck under this one. So I think one of the goals, one of the New Year's resolutions for this year, I think, is to get outside into nature more. What do you think?
Whoa, as I almost just tripped.
Okay, maybe not.
Yes.
It's dangerous out here.
I feel like we do get out into nature, you know, like a good amount.
Yeah.
But I feel like you could always get out.
We could do it more, like when we're just sitting at home, you know, just watching like YouTube or whatever. It's like, let's just like get out there. Well, it's been getting dark so early lately, that hasn't really been possible, but as the days get longer, I think we'll be able to. So we made it to the river. It's beautiful. So
pretty here.
All right, it's pretty nice. Should we turn around?
Yeah, should we do you want to go in for a dip?
No, are you kidding me? Yeah, so this is like a swimming hole in the summer. A lot of people do swim here. I've swam here myself, but yeah, I'm not about to Wim Hof it in the winter. I know a lot of people do. I put up that story the other day. I put up an Instagram story. I was by a river like this, and I was like, how many of you guys would take a cold dip in here? And it was like 30% of people, 30% of you guys said that you would. And I don't know about that.
I call that's a bluff. I call a bluff on that.
If once you're actually here and you've like hiked through the forest and you're like already a little bit cold, I don't know, it's a whole different thing. But maybe one day I'll do it in a vlog. I don't know if you guys want to see me try that. The thing is, it's not much colder in the winter than it is in the summer. Like it's kind of like glacier fed water anyways, but it's totally different when it's like warm out.
Yeah, and then you get out and you're like, I'm cold.
Yeah, yeah. When you get out like this, yeah, we don't have towels or anything. I can't do that right now. This is one of the nice things about hiking in the winter, is you can always eat some snow if you get thirsty.
Oh my gosh.
Was that bad?
Oh, yeah, that's a really good way of like just making yourself way colder.
Well, no, I know. We're not in like a survival situation here, Crystal. We're only 10 minutes away from the car.
I am in a survival situation right now. And I always remember that you shouldn't eat snow in a survival situation because it makes your body temperature, it drops it. Yeah. So then you have a harder time getting warm.
Luckily, I have a whole thermos of soup in my backpack. I'll be fine to warm me up. Kind of reminds me of being like a kid. Remember, I used to eat snow all the time when I was a little kid. So cold. Oh no, it's not even like...
It's like ice.
That's what you gotta do in survival situations. We've got the trusty snow skate that we're gonna be sitting on. Everything is like snowy and icy.
We want food.
I know.
We want food. We want food.
And then we just have these little bowls. Don't really have any like camping gear handy right now, so this is gonna have to do.
Did it work?
Okay, I was hoping for some steam. I was hoping for steam. No, it's definitely warm though. It is. It's nice and warm. All right, so I don't think I can show you guys, but we'll pour it into here. Ladies first.
Yeah. Ooh, yummy.
Oh, sorry, got some on your hand.
Oh, it's warming my hand up.
That was the purpose of it. It's actually, I care about
it
you.
Actually looks so good.
Actually, like you're surprised? Dave, I make banging meals every day. Well, you're gonna do the taste test first. Try it out.
No, I'll let you talk a little bit about it.
No, let's taste it. See how it is. Okay. Mmm.
Wow.
Really good.
So good.
Tastes even better out here. And it's warm. Perfect temperature.
Yeah.
Woo. All right. So what I made here is kind of like a lentil stew, I guess is what it would be. Lentil soup, lentil stew. Yours is a little bit more soupy, mine's a little more stewy. But okay, so how did I make this? It was really easy. I did it all in one pot, and it only took about probably like 30 minutes from start to finish. Started out by chopping up some onion and some garlic, and then I put that into a pot, and I sauteed that. Then I chopped some carrots, threw those in there as well, sauteed those. And then while that was sauteing, I just added some spices to it. Adding spices when you're sauteing something helps to bring out some of the flavors in the spice, so it's a really nice time to do it. I just added like some garlic powder, onion powder, some cumin, some curry powder, some garam masala, and then just some black pepper. Then I mixed that all in there. And then I chopped up some cauliflower and some celery, and then I mixed up some veggie broth. So to make the veggie broth, I just used better than bouillon and water, and I just followed the instructions on the back of the package. But if you guys just want to use regular veggie broth, that's totally fine as well. And then I added all that to the pot, the cauliflower, the celery, and the veggie broth. I actually had to make double the amount, so I ended up making, I think, 4 cups of veggie broth. Then I added about 3/4 of a cup of red lentils. So red lentils are really nice because they're split and they cook really quickly, a lot quicker than other lentils, about half the time, probably because they're split in half. That makes sense. And then I just let it all simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then right before it was done, I just chopped up some kale and threw it in there. And then that's pretty much it. Just put it into the thermos. And now we are here enjoying this amazing soup out in the forest. One really nice thing about this soup is like how the texture gets. It's like so like stewy and like thick. I don't know how to describe it, but it's because of the cauliflower. When you cook cauliflower a bunch, you know, it's really easy to sort of like mix up and break down, and then it like soaks up all of the seasoning and spices. It's so good. There's a bit more if you want.
Oh, that's okay, I'm good right now.
Are you sure? It's right here.
Another nice addition that you could do if you don't have cauliflower or something is do like potatoes.
Yeah. Oh, potatoes would have been
like
bomb in here.
Chopped potatoes, like really like finely chopped, so they cook really quickly.
Yeah, you'd have to make them small so they cook pretty fast. Want to help?
Oh, gee. I'm gonna eat all the soup. It looks like. All
right, so I think we're just gonna finish this and then walk back to the car, head home, and then I'll meet you guys back in the kitchen in a little bit, and we will make some dinner. Bend your knees. Yeah. Nice.
Do a kick flip.
Oh, close.
Yes.
Gosh.
Whoa, man.
Yeah, you know.
Are you pro?
All right, so I'm just back in the kitchen making some dinner, and as you guys saw, I just started by putting a pot of rice on the stove. That's just like wild mixed rice, so that's gonna be like the bulk of calories for the dish, but of course we need more than that. We need some protein. So I'm gonna be making some air-fried tofu, but first we have to season this because tofu is just so bland on its own. And I think I might have shown you this recipe once or twice before, but it is the best tofu recipe there is, so it's definitely worth, you know, knowing how to do this off by heart, and I don't really care. I just want to eat this tonight. All right, you guys have seen me do this before, so I'm just gonna run through it really fast. I'm gonna use 2 containers, one a little bit smaller than the other, so I can use this to kind of do a quick marinade. It's gonna help to infuse the flavors into this tofu so that it's not just around the outside. I'm gonna start with just a tiny bit of toasted sesame oil. This stuff is like really strong, so you don't need much of it, but it does give it like a really nice flavor and does help it to cook up and crisp a little bit, but obviously you don't need it if you don't want it. And then some Bragg's liquid soy seasoning. So obviously regular soy sauce would work, or tamari as well. Stuff's really salty, so don't overdo it. And then some of this sweet red chili sauce. So I'm telling you guys, this is the best. It's not the healthiest tofu recipe ever, but it's not bad. I mean, you know, a little sugar helps the medicine go down, that's what they say. A little rice wine vinegar. I'm sure apple cider vinegar or balsamic would work as well. But yeah, when you're using something like really sweet, like with this Thai red chili sauce, it's nice to have a sour component in there as well, because it kind of helps to balance out those flavors. And then some black pepper as well. And you could go crazy with like garlic powder, onion powder, really anything you want in here, but I'm just gonna keep this kind of plain, and I ran out of garlic powder. I know, it's terrible. So I give that a good mix. I feel like adding a spicy kick to this one, so I'm gonna add some of this Valentina's hot sauce. And then I'm just gonna cut the tofu into cubes. And then just put all this into here with the sauce. And then this is where this comes in handy. And I just like to use this to kind of, I'll press it down. I mean, you could do it with your hands, but this way it keeps your hands nice and clean. And then I'm just gonna pour the extra sauce out of here, because if you put that into the air fryer, it'll just make the air fryer like really messy and it won't add anything to the food. It'll just be in the bottom, so save that. Could probably use it as a dip afterwards. There's definitely a better way of doing this, but I'm not sure what it is right now, so that's why I'm doing it like this. Oh no! And then just as the last little finishing touch before it goes in the air fryer, I love to throw on some of this everything but the bagel seasoning. Yeah, when those sesame seeds start toasting up, woo, you are in for a treat. So I always get a few questions from you guys about these little parchment paper inserts that I put inside here. So I just get them on Amazon. I've only bought them once because you get like a 200 pack when you buy them. But yeah, I just measured the size of this and then bought the right size, and it works out great. And so what it does, it really helps the cleanup. It makes it really easy to clean things up, but it also kind of keeps the food off of the non-stick surface, because we know that's not like the best for us. You know, it's not totally inert. There is going to be some of that, you know, chemical that does go into our food sometimes. So that's kind of why I put it on there. And it's really hard to find an air fryer that is not non-stick. So that's what we gotta do. Into the air fryer. So I don't know, probably take about 20-25 minutes or so. This has got to be one of the biggest heads of bok choy I think I've ever seen in my life. That's nuts. Look at the size of it. It's like my torso almost. So I guess, needless to say, I'm going to be having some bok choy with this dinner tonight. Figured it will go well, and I'll be able to saute it on the stove pretty quickly, and I've got just the sauce for it, actually. I bought it the other day. Alright, so here's the sauce that I'm going to cook it up in. It's like a peanut satay sauce. So I've never actually tried this before. I mean, I'm sure I've had something similar, but I've never had this exact one in my kitchen, and I'm excited to use it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I want to cook some greens in this. So that's what I'm doing tonight. Alright, let me get this washed and cut up. Doesn't look good. Does not look good, but it's gonna taste good. I know you were thinking it, Crystal. You were just like looking at me. All right, we'll just cover that up. Nothing to see here. All right, I'm just gonna cover it up for a few minutes just to let that wilt down because it's too, you know, there's just too much to mix. All right, so here's how the tofu turned out. So now I'm just gonna plate everything up. Obviously gonna make a bowl for Crystal as well. So I know I always tell you guys this, but I'm just reminding you again, make sure you make extra when you're making something bulky like this rice or quinoa or beans or lentils or whatever it is, because now I don't have to cook tomorrow. So to round out this bowl, I'm gonna add some avocado, some chopped red bell pepper. So the reason why I'm having this is because, as you guys know, vitamin C is very high in red bell peppers, and vitamin C helps with iron absorption. And lots of these foods that I have on this plate are rich in iron, so that's gonna help me absorb as much as I can. And I've also got some sauerkraut too. It's gonna be good for the old microbiome. If you can eat sauerkraut every single day, you are gonna have a happy, healthy gut. And then to mine, I'm just gonna add this sea vegetable blend as well. Crystal is not too fond of seaweed, so I will not put that on hers.
Thank you, babe.
All right, so here we go. It's all done, just ready to be eaten. So I will give it a taste test and let you guys know how it is. I'm actually really excited to try the bok choy. I want to know how that peanut satay sauce tastes. So here goes. Yeah, it's good.
Just the right amount.
Yeah, just the right amount. It's not too strong. I didn't put too much in there. Yeah, I am a big fan. Just enough like flavor to get the greens down. I don't mind bok choy. It's not like my absolute favorite thing, but yeah, with a little bit of that peanut satay on it, I am going to be able to eat all this. And then the tofu, this is going to be the best thing on the plate. Oh my god. Wow, that's crazy good. I mean, we have this like multiple times a week, every week, so. All right, and then the rice. The rice is good, just plain. Actually, I got a sauce. Forgot. So I got that sauce from the tofu marinade. I'm just gonna put a bit of that on the rice. I knew I saved that for a reason. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. All right, so I think that is probably it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. Hopefully I gave you some ideas on different things that you can cook in the kitchen, and at least a little bit of motivation and inspiration to eat a bit more plants, maybe work out a little bit more, get outside into nature. So if I did any of those things, hit the like button. You guys know it helps me out a lot. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it. Definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the date. If you have any questions about it, put them down there and I will do my best to answer them. So thank you guys so much. I hope you're having a great start to the new year. And let this be the year that we take control of it all. Take control of our health, take control of our destiny, just take control of our lives. All right, guys, much love. See ya.
All right, so.
How hotter than I was used to.
I think the bottom's like hotter than the top.
But it's not a Simnett nutrition vlog if someone doesn't burn their mouth.
No, it's really not. You do have to burn your mouth at one point.
You're welcome. Now you don't have to do it.
Thank you, babe. Take one for the team.
Take one for the team.